Swadika, welcome to Newsline for Thursday, January 16th of 2014. I'm Sandra Hanut-Saha. In today's top stories, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has reported a good turnout for the general elections advance voting overseas. And in business news, the Stock Exchange of Thailand, or SET, has temporarily moved its office. And now on to today's headlines. Security has been tightened near Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawat's residence following threats from People's Democratic Reform Committee, or PDRC, leader Suthep Thaugsuban to detain the premier. Mr. Suthep had told his supporters that he plans to cut the power and water to her residence before proceeding to hold Ms. Yingluck hostage. Deputy National Police Commissioner General Warapong Chiupricha said police are beefing up security measures to protect the premier and her cabinet members. More security personnel have also been dispatched to guard the Securities Exchange of Thailand and Aero Thai amid looming threats of occupation. According to the Deputy National Police Commissioner, he is not concerned over the PDRC's plans to shut down government offices, as extra measures have been taken to prepare for the move. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has reported a good turnout for the general elections advance voting overseas, which began on January 13th. January 13th kick-started the first day of advance voting, in which Thais living overseas exercise their voting rights for the upcoming February 2nd general election. Thai embassies and consulates in 24 countries now open for advance voting include Belgium, France, Germany, the Czech Republic, the Netherlands, Sweden, Canada, United States, and Japan, among others. Thais overseas have reportedly been able to exercise their voting rights without any obstructions or violence in their areas. Moreover, 5 additional countries were open for advance voting yesterday, including Timor-Leste, Russia, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. The United States has called on Thailand to peacefully thrash out their differences and refrain from using violence. The U.S. Embassy in Thailand has called on all Thais to find a peaceful means in resolving the political deadlock, also commending the patience the people of Thailand and the government has shown towards one another during such testing times. Nevertheless, the U.S. has urged that all sides refrain from using violence and adhere to the democratic principles in resolving the political issue. Moreover, U.S. officials in Thailand are working to bridge cooperation and for negotiations to take place in a peaceful and democratic manner. Thailand is the United States' oldest ally in the Southeast Asian region. The Thai-U.S. Relations Treaty was signed in 1833, during the time Thailand was still known as Siam. The Philippines government has issued an official warning to its citizens to avoid traveling to Thailand due to the ongoing political unrest. According to the spokesperson for the Philippines Foreign Ministry, the Philippines government has increased its level of travel warning to Thailand to level 1. Moreover, the government has urged its citizens, if possible, to avoid traveling to Thailand due to the political unrest. In regard to Filipinos residing in or visiting Thailand, the archipelago government has warned them not to participate in any political demonstrations and to stay clear of the ongoing protests. Although the People's Democratic Reform Committee, or PDRC, was rallying in front of the City Hall, civil servants and other staff at Yala City Hall continued working at their office on Tuesday. City Hall employees continued working as normal despite the PDRC demonstrators erecting a stage that effectively blocked the front of the City Hall building, forcing City Hall staff to enter their office through the back entrance. The atmosphere of the rally was reportedly orderly, with most demonstrators gathering at the tents in front of the City Hall to listen to speeches on stage and view live video feeds from the PDRC's main rally venue in Bangkok. Police officers from Yala City Police Station have been monitoring the rally to provide security for the demonstrators. The police believe the PDRC demonstrators in Yala will remain camped in front of Yala City Hall until ordered otherwise by PDRC Secretary General Suthep Thaugsuban. People in various provinces have gathered to show support for the upcoming general election set for February 2nd of 2014. A group of supporters in Nakhon Phanom expressed their political opinion by walking to the provincial city hall with white balloons in hand. Leading the gathering, a former chairman of the Provincial Administration Organization, or PAO, said the group wanted to show Nakhon Phanom people's love for democracy and wished to see the polls on February the 2nd. Roy et locals marched from the Bung Plan Chai swamp along the Suryadet Bamrung Road to the entrance of the province's city hall in a bid to hand over a symbolic key to Roy et Governor Somsak Kamtawi Prom to emphasize their opposition to the PDRC's mass gathering in Bangkok. The move aims to oppose all sorts of undemocratic action deemed harmful to the country's economy and security. The governor accepted the key and would later pass it over to Prime Minister and Defense Minister Yingluck Shinawatra. The White Pigeon Group of Phetchabun Province gathered to hand over a letter of support for the February 2nd polls to the provincial governor and later released white balloons before continuing their parade to other districts in the province. They also hoped the PDRC would halt their movement in Bangkok. Besides this, over 500 members of the We Love Democracy group in Surin Province set on a marching campaign calling on people to come out and vote in the election. The group paraded through several roads, asking people to exercise their rights, and handed a letter of election support to the police and the Provincial Election Commission member, expressing their opposition against a coup d'etat. A poll by Sondusit finds that the majority of people are worried about the People's Democratic Reform Committee, or PDRC's, mass rallies in Bangkok and hope they end soon, since all sectors will be affected. Despite their concerns, most of the respondents said they viewed that the mass rallies by the PDRC were an important event which could bring about significant changes to Thai politics. They added that they braced whatever came and kept abreast of news. The respondents urged all sides to talk and suggested that everyone respect the laws and avoid using violence. They also pleaded with the protesters to think about the people who had trouble traveling in Bangkok during the rallies. According to the latest Dusit poll, teachers think political issues should be urgently addressed by having each side step back and listen to each other. The poll was being conducted on the occasion of Teachers' Day on January 16th. A total of 1,102 instructors participated in the poll, which took place from January 10th to 15th. When asked about their opinions in today's politics, 42.75% said Thailand's political situation at the moment is messy and needed to be solved as soon as possible, and 25.95% said politicians lack unity and doing nothing but arguing. The majority, or 38.12% of the teachers, said listening to each faction's ideas would solve the political problem, and 29.28% deemed politicians to uphold morale as the better solution. Genuinely placing importance on education development tops the teachers' wish list from the government. Meanwhile, 90.86% of the participating teachers say they do not wish to enter politics, saying that their profession can also contribute to the development of the nation. And that's it for our first segment. Coming up next, car sales during the first quarter of this year are projected to drop by 10%. Don't go anywhere. Newsline will return with the details.
Open the world of information. Embrace public participation. Present Thainess to the world. New dimension of the government's public relations. the 80th anniversary of the Public Relations Department, Creative Media for the Society, mobilizing Thailand towards the ASEAN community.
เมื่อมนุษย์ทำลายสมดุลทางธรรมชาติแล้วมนุษย์ก็เป็นผู้ประสบภัยพิบัติจากธรรมชาติร่วมสร้างอนาคตลดภัยพิบัติระดมพลังพลิกฟื้นคืนผืนป่าในทุกชุมชนทั่วประเทศ
For those who have Android smartphones, you can download a PRD News application by searching for PRD News English in Play Store. That way, you can stay up to date with the latest happenings in Thailand.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. Let's take a look now at what's happening in the business world. The Stock Exchange of Thailand, or SET, has temporarily moved its office to the Maroe Library on the second floor of the nearby Esplanade Mall on Ratchadapisek Road. The SET said the relocation will take effect immediately and the new site will handle stock trading services until further notice. The temporary office is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Friday to handle stock trading services including TSD counter service, e-dividend, deliveries of documents related to financial transactions, and provident funds of registered members. However, those who wish to organize seminars and all other transactions related to listed companies are recommended to contact the SET call center at 02-229-2222, that's 02-229-2222, or its email setcallcenter@set.or.th. The Agricultural Futures Exchange of Thailand, or AFET, has reportedly prepared measures for organizing a new round of auction for pledged rice in government stocks, regardless of the political protest in Bangkok. The AFET clarified that it would use the price offered by bidders from the previous round of auction last year as a guideline for setting the default prices for the next auction scheduled for January 22nd from 9 a.m. to midday. It said the rice on offer comprises about 110,000 tons of white rice with 5% water content from silos in Saratburi, Lopburi, and Pisnulok, and 38,000 tons of second-grade jasmine fragrant rice from Ubon Ratchathani and Nakhon Ratchasima barns. All of the rice to be auctioned has been pledged to the government during the 2013 to 2014 season. According to AFET statistics, the number of bidders increased at each time of the 3 previous biddings as entrepreneurs have gained greater confidence in the AFET's operations. The AFET suggested that bidders study last auction activities as their guideline for the next round. It also pointed out that this round of auction has wider varieties of rice than the previous ones, making the bidding more interesting. The organization has already established its business continuity plan and a data recovery center to ensure that all transactions will be carried out as planned, regardless of the current political rally in Bangkok. Officials at the Lampang Agricultural Cooperatives and the Lampang Rice Seed Center are carrying out rice seed tests before dispatching them to farmers to be grown. The Lampang Rice Seed Production Center is one of 17 other rice seed production centers in the country that dispatches its rice seeds to farmers in the local region, northern and central region to be grown as crops. This year, the Lampang Rice Seed Center expects to produce 3.4 billion tons of good quality rice seeds to be grown, which includes sticky rice, round-shaped rice, and jasmine rice. Lampang is able to grow rice 2 times per year with more than 550,000 rai of land for agricultural use. With the current rice pledging scheme by the government, many have decided to grow rice in the region, resulting in an increase of rice seeds being dispatched from the Lampang Rice Seed Production Center. Malaysia and Singapore have been trying to ramp up the number of tourists from Thailand, taking advantage of the political turmoil in the Thai capital to draw in Thais fed up with domestic issues, says the Thai Travel Agents Association, or TTAA. According to Sutipong Phunpipop, president of the TTAA, Malaysia and Singapore have been heavily promoting their country's tourism and making efforts to persuade international visitors to switch their travel destinations from Thailand to Malaysia and Singapore instead. As for Thai tourists, Mr. Sutipong said the Visit Malaysia campaign has clearly been adjusted to target Thai tourists this year, with Malaysia's tourism promotion agency increasing its budget by 50% for Thai travel firms conducting public relations campaigns for tourists to visit Malaysia. Sales promotion schemes such as upgraded hotel rooms have also been implemented in an effort to draw in at least 1.5 million Thai visitors to Malaysia this year, up from the 1.2 million in 2013. In the meantime, Singapore has placed more emphasis on the meetings, incentives, conferencing, exhibitions, or MICE market than regular tourists. The TTAA president noted, however, that the prolonged rallies have quelled Thai people's mood for foreign travel, and the number of outbound Thai tourists during the Chinese New Year's period, expected to drop by 20%, will be analyzed by his association and then used as a basis for further evaluation. The Thai Hire Purchase Association projected the car sales during the first quarter of this year will drop by 10%, citing a decline in consumer spending, the low season, and the political situation as contributing factors to the contraction. The association also estimated that 2014's car sales would reach 1.3 million units. Regarding the influence of the mass rally being staged by the People's Democratic Reform Committee, or PDRC, on the auto industry, the association president said the extent of the impacts depends on the severity of the situation and the genuine sales figures in the second quarter. According to the association, car buyers normally pay 20% of their car prices in cash and pay the remaining 80% in installments. The yearly car sale is approximately valued at 400 billion baht. As for the decline in second-hand car sales, it explains that car buyers at the moment favor purchasing new cars which come with attractive incentives and forego the trouble of maintenance. It's time for another quick break, but Newsline will return with more.
Open the world of information. Embrace public participation. Present Thainess to the world. New dimension of the government's public relations. The 80th anniversary of the Public Relations Department. Creative media for the society. Mobilizing Thailand towards the ASEAN community.
เมื่อมนุษย์ทำลายสมดุลทางธรรมชาติ แล้วมนุษย์ก็เป็นผู้ประสบภัยพิบัติจากธรรมชาติร่วมสร้างอนาคตลดภัยพิบัติระดมพลังพลิกฟื้นคืนผืนป่าในทุกชุมชนทั่วประเทศ
For those who have Android smartphones, you can download a PRD News application by searching for PRD News English in Play Store. That way, you can stay up to date with the latest happenings in Thailand.
Welcome back. This is Newsline. Buddhists in the northern region of Thailand have joined the ceremony of almsgiving in their provinces. Believing that a full moon night falling on Wednesday is a sacred full moon called Beng Put in Lana dialect, northern Buddhists organized a special almsgiving ceremony at the first hour of Wednesday to pay respect to the Lord Buddha. In Chiang Rai, over 10,000 local Buddhists on the same morning joined the ceremony, organized by the City Hall in an ancient Lana style. In the ceremony, Phra Upakut, the Buddha statue sacred to locals, was brought from the Gok River and marched through the city streets to the Mingmung Temple, where monks chanted close to 12 midnight to bless the statue, as well as those who came to make merits. A few minutes after midnight on Wednesday, the almsgiving ceremony to the monks began. The province of Nan also held a similar ceremony, where a large number of local residents joined in to listen to the monk's sermon, believing it would purify their minds. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, or DDPM, has reported that the cold spell has hit 44 provinces, while drought has expanded to 17 districts in 4 provinces. Emergency disaster zones have been declared in 44 provinces, or 526 districts, hit by the cold weather, affecting 7.6 million households, or roughly 24 million people, in 17 northern provinces, 20 northeastern provinces, 6 central provinces, and 1 eastern province. Meanwhile, drought disaster zones have been declared in 17 districts of 4 provinces, including Khon Kaen, Mahasarakham, Buriram, and Singhburi. Major reservoirs of the country are holding a combined volume of 50,600 million cubic meters of water, or 72% of their total capacity. The amount is 3,000 million cubic meters higher than last year. Farmland in Nakhon Sawan and Tak has been hit hard by drought, and main rivers have been dredged to enable them to flow faster. In Tak, agricultural areas in Masot district are in dire need of water after natural water sources dried up. Lime orchards are lacking water, and some of the produce are sold at a lower price. In the province of Nakhon Sawan, 3 main rivers, being Nan and Chao Phraya, have less water, and the flows cannot be diverted to irrigation canals. Farmers in the province are afraid that there will not be enough water to grow the second rice crop. The Nakhon Sawan Provincial Irrigation Office is trying to assist the farmers by dredging the rivers so that the waters flow to drought-affected areas better. And that wraps up today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. And we say goodbye by taking you to Udon Thani Province to see Thai traditional dance performances. Have a great day. I'm Sandra Hanutsaha. สวัสดีค่ะ